Sustain. You can just elbow drop it. It's nutrition.
Joe, I feel like the camera's got higher. Let's go. Talk to me.
Carb, protein, or fat type?
All, please. All in equal measure. In fact, forget the protein.
Extra
I'm more of a
servings.
cheesecake. 50% of fats, 50% of carbs.
The perfect ratio.
There we go.
So what does that mean? Carb, protein, fat type. Most people will have no idea. So basically, it's the idea that different people will work better off different energy sources. And you probably figured out, month one, some of you will feel loads better eating higher fat diets in comparison compared carbohydrates. So some people don't feel that good on carbohydrates, and some people will feel really good on them. So it's just trying to find out now what works best for you. So we've got a little test that we would like you to try.
Oh.
Go on, your turn.
Testy. So this is a breakfast test. So we want you to one day, are we going to do it for 2 days?
Just try it for one day.
One day, have a high carbohydrate breakfast. So go back old school, sugar puffs. No, you don't have to have sugar puffs. But any kind of cereal or even oats or anything like that, just miss out the protein, just have the high carbs.
Yeah.
See how you feel kind of come like 9, 10, obviously it depends on what time you have breakfast. But a few hours later, see how you feel. See if you're full of energy, see if you're hungry, see if you're sluggish.
This is the thing, if you already know, then you don't have to do it. But if you're not sure, this is a great way to figure out exactly what works for you. So often people come and say, I need carbs to train. Well, by all means, if you can have carbs in the morning and you feel great, then crack on with that. As long as you're getting adequate protein in throughout the rest of the day. We don't think you will. We'd be surprised if anybody has just carbs for breakfast and feels great. But we'd like you to try it. So the other option then is a high protein breakfast. So we're looking kind of egg white omelets, eggs and bacon, those sorts of things again.
Wakey!
Eggs and bacon.
Thank you.
Unless you're vegetarian.
Yeah, and then have obviously vegetarian bacon.
Veg and sadness. Greens and sadness.
Water.
So that would be a high protein option. High fat option might be something like some fish or salmon, avocados, things like that.
Steaks.
Yeah, red meat. So you've got loads of different options there to try, and essentially what you're looking for is just for the differences between the days, is that you should feel one of those days you feel loads better.
Eat the foods that make you feel good. Exactly. So that's that idea of kind of doing someone else's diet. So if you try and do like some bodybuilder's diet who has 100 grams of oats, because you want to look like 100 grams of oats for breakfast of it, but then you have 100 grams of oats and you just feel like shit, then that is not the right food for you. So there's no point you forcing it down, or if you're allergic to eggs and stuff like that, or allergic to nuts and you go to an anaphylactic shop. I would like one seizure, please.
I don't think that'll take off very well.
It's very niche market. Yes, so a little bit of an experiment. So try all 3, log how you feel, and then
we'll speak to you with it as well and find out kind of what's working for you, so you can speak with your coach and work from there. And ultimately, as much we think that we want people to have equal spaced protein servings throughout the day, if that doesn't work for you, then that's absolutely fine. And this is the whole thing, that everyone is very different. So for some people it will work really well, and some people it won't. So these are just general guidelines we start with, and the further you get into the plan and the service, then the more that we can tailor it and make it more specific to you.
Oh, yeah!
That won't creep in and out at all.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Is he dead?
I think so. Probably. He's the wrestler.
He loves steroids.
Right, anyway.
That's
us. Jobless Macho Man. He's on Tinder again. Be on Tinder. He won't be on Tinder.